Good morning. So I just came back from walking Aussie this morning, and we saw some pretty large tracks from a mountain lion and some fresh scat. So I'm being reminded to be very careful as I'm walking, and it's really probably not the best idea to have Aussie on a leash, but it's also not a great idea to have him loose. But whatever happens, it is nature out here, so I need to just be as careful as I can and do the best we can. I'm in a beautiful spot here in Buena Vista. It's a Spanish word, but the locals call it Buena Vista instead of Buena Vista. And for short, we call it BV. Anyway, so I'm in a lovely spot, but it appears that my phone camera does not want to show you everything today. I have already tried to record this about 6 times, and things have not worked well. So what I wanted to let you know was, how we get out on the road, or in life, where we're tooling along with what we think is our normal things work well. And then we kind of realize, that thing or that shirt or that, pot in my kitchen isn't working as good as I wanted it to. And I'm doing this other thing now. And this part of my life works like this. And so then we often in the traveler lifestyle, we, pour out our backpack and go through our gear, or we take everything out of our rig, or we do a major organize and redecorating project in our RVs or whatever. And so I've been out a couple of months now, and there have been things that have worked really well for me. I have learned how to use the bathroom inside the SUV, and I'm really comfortable in it. I know it's small for some people, but after losing weight, I can get around better inside, but I am just enjoying the small footprint. I enjoy being able to be around other travelers, and being able to very quickly roll up my bed and unfold the seats and run people to town. I don't like to do it all the time. Like anybody, sometimes I want my days to myself. But I do like being active in that way when I can. Right now I'm helping somebody in the traveler neighborhood I'm in. They just got a job. They needed to make some money. And so I've been running them back and forth to work. And but with that going on, I also have been considering my space and my needs. We also, right now, being so close to 4th of July, we're starting to have a lot of side-by-side ATV, dirt bike people in this area. And yesterday in the afternoon, well, for a couple of days, but yesterday in the afternoon, it was rather hot here. And I was very overwhelmed by all the sounds of all these vehicles going by, and the ATVs and everything. And it's my job to manage my health. And my health includes, this I'm a highly sensitive person. External stimuli can overwhelm me very quickly. And sometimes I just need to put a barrier between me and the other, whether it's a sound or looking at too much. I'm a visual person, so I tend to have to see everything. My eyes are busy looking at all kinds of things. So I have learned over the years that even something as simple as a screen between me and something that's overwhelming can be good. A window, but a screen can be enough. And so I've been considering whether I wanted a different rig, a larger rig, because I am going to attend a couple events. The Travelers Camp Fest is coming up, and I want to successfully manage that, or at least attempt to manage it better than sometimes in the past. And Ozzy also gets too um, stimulated by other dogs and other things, and he's a terrier breed, so he's territorial, and that makes him bark and mark territory and things. And he's older and he has heart problems, so I'm supposed to keep him a little bit calm. Um, and so I'm considering. I've been on Pinterest and Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and looking at rigs and looking at vans. And I did stop and look at one in BV the other day. I just looked in the windows. It's for sale near the road. And I think the guy wants $6,000 for that. It's beautiful. It's plush. I could probably stand up in it, but it's huge to me. So I don't know. It's beautiful, but I don't know. And then, I've considered getting a trailer or a pop-up or lots of things. Oh, and this morning there's a very nice one-bed pop-up about 60 miles from here. And I had helped somebody get one of those before, so I know that trailer. Man, that would be nice. But on the other hand, I'm allergic to propane, and then it has a heater and a stove, and what's the point in spending the money on something that I just have to take that stuff out of because it's not useful to me and it's in the way? And I already have the things that I need all the time, so I don't know. I go back and forth. Then my friend Jen wants to travel with me this winter, and she has a small rig, and I think she has a runaway I think that's a right name, runaway trailer, and a small car. So I am going to be traveling more, and the possibility exists. Last year, Bob Wells had asked me to speak at the RTR. And I don't know, but he might have wanted me to speak twice. And then Sue Ann had personally invited me to the women's RTR, and I was supposed to have also gone to help with the movie thing, but I chose instead to take care of myself. And I needed that time to put myself in therapy and do some extra work. So I'm glad I did it. But and I've lost all the weight and kind of got healthier. But this year I want to do something for myself that will help Ozzy and I to be able to manage these larger crowds, larger events, and in a way that's healthier. So I've been considering a tail veil tent, but now after seeing the animal scat this morning, I'm still going to consider it. But I did see an idea on Pinterest of how to make a doohickey for a modification for the top of your like your roof rack area on the roof, to allow that tent to stand up and allow you to close the hatch door, because I think it's important that we close the hatch door at night after seeing the scat in this particular area. So I want to be careful. We got to be safe too. So I love looking at pictures of things, and one of my dream vehicles is a 4-door Jeep, but my budget doesn't really allow that right now. And I think part of the reason I like Jeeps so much, now a long bed Jeep would be cool too, but part of the reason I think I like them so much is because I like accessing my own property, and they do well in mud where some other things don't do so great in mud. And I kind of lean that direction. And then, like I said, I went to to the car show the other day, and the 50s pickup trucks just, have my heart. I'm gaga over them. So who knows what's going to happen. But But for now, I'm very happy in the SUV, so I probably will add a tail veil. But I don't 100% know. But you guys know what I'm talking about. We go through this. It's common. And, and, it's a very normal thing for us to do every few months. I would say just about every 2 or 3 months, most people who are travelers go through all their gear and reorganize and say, this isn't working so good, I'm going to let this go. And so we trade things, or we do free piles, or whatever we do. So don't get discouraged if you're out there and you're finding yourself doing that. It's very normal and it's good for us. I think it's healthy. It's probably not as healthy if you have a harder time getting rid of things. But I've learned over the years that things come to us over time, so it's okay to let them go. But we're not letting go of my fire pit rocker. I love that thing. And I am so glad that I have made room to bring it with me. And I just noticed, because I can see the timer on the video camera on my phone, that I am at 11 minutes, and I don't like videos that are over 10 minutes. So you guys keep it simple, and like, subscribe, and comment, please. Ideas, thoughts, how have you changed your ideas over time when you travel? What has changed your mind? What have you had to get rid of that you wish you didn't, but what did it free up for you? Keep it simple.